So Breanna Stewart was absolutely ridiculously good yesterday. Like, she was spectacular. And this is where I'm like, I said it in Unrivaled. I said it a little bit when I've been watching. I'm like, man, Stewie's back. Like, Stewie was still a top 4 to 5 player in the world the last couple of years. But, like, it wasn't Stewie. It wasn't the Stewie that we thought we were going to see. It wasn't the Stewie that was expected, but Stewie's back. Let's take a look at this. Obviously, this is from Women's Hoops Network on Twitter. And they've shown some of the clips of what Breanna Stewart did to the Connecticut Sun. And it is, if you look at the way she's been playing, the ball, like, I know she went 0-4 from 3 yesterday, but her touch seems way better than it has been. Her movement is better this year. Obviously, she went and did tear her meniscus last year, but she looked like she moved better in her rivals. And the big thing is that it looks like she's pulling with confidence and going to the basket confidently again. And there were little things. I remember watching Stewie. I'm like, yeah, look, Stewie's still clearly one of the best players in the world. We saw in the playoffs in 2025 last year when she nearly beat the Mercury by herself. But, like, Stewie's clearly still at the tail end of her prime. And with this new Chris DeMarco offense, where it's like nobody plays their positions, it's like positionless. I think we're going to see a lot more. Like we saw there, a Jonquel Jones screen pick and roll with Stewie. We're going to see a lot more Stewie point guard. We're going to see a lot more Breanna Stewart playing on the kind of a wing role as a facilitator, as an offensive initiator, which she has the skill set to do. That's kind of the way DeMarco wants to play, and especially while Sabrina Ionescu's out. We're going to see a huge scoring load from Breanna Stewart. And look, Breanna Stewart has not been the same in the WNBA since 2023, since her last MVP year. But, like, I've said this before the season, I'm not changing it about this one game. My MVP on my main channel, my top 5 for MVP, I'm predicting Breanna Stewart to be the MVP. I still don't think she's as good as Angel Wilson. But the thing is that I think you have to be really damn good to win 3 MVPs in a row. Like, you have to be so much better than the opposition to win 3 MVPs in a row. And, like, I don't think people understand that. Like, it's hard to win 3 in a row. Whereas if you're Breanna Stewart, like, if it's even close, you shouldn't give it to somebody on a back-to-back or a 3 in a row if it's close. Just to quote-unquote make history, I don't know. But, like, knowing Angel Wilson could be 3rd in the league in scoring and the Aces could be 6th and it'll be fucking unanimous. Like, knowing the way that they treat Angel Wilson in this league. But my prediction is still Breanna Stewart, because if there's anyone that's got a reputation themselves to an MVP and their name doesn't have an apostrophe in it, it's Stewie. It is Stewie. I feel like Breanna Stewart is that good. And I think she's playing that well at the minute. And she's coming off, I understand Unrivaled doesn't mean much, but her whole game just looks comfortable. She looks to be back at her best. The shot is, she's confident in the shot again. I get it. She went 0-4, but she shot unbelievably well against Fever in preseason. She shot really well in Unrivaled again. And, like, look, from the start of 2024 WNBA season until 2025, including Unrivaled, she was a sub 25% 3-point shooter. I expect her to be well above 30. And if she gets the 3-point shooting even up to a competent 33%, which is still bad compared to Stewie in her prime, if she can become a competent 3-point shooter, like, she has 3 extra points a game. And she averaged, 19 last year? That brings up to 22 points a game. By just taking the same amount of shots and just shooting a competent level from 3. So, like, yeah, I can't see Stewie not at least being in the MVP fight. I think she's a very good chance of winning it.